Good morning, everyone. A good Erev Shabbos. Thank you for bearing with me this week. My apologies for not giving a single shir since last week. It was a week of being sick in bed. Baruch Hashem, feeling much, much better today. And I'd like to leave you with a message of Bitachon on this week's Parsha, Parahas Kedoshim. It says in the very beginning of the Parsha, Daber el koil adas b'nei Yisrael, speak to all of the nation of Israel. Va'amarta aleim, and you should tell them, Kedoshim tihiyu, you will be holy. Ki kadosh ani Hashem Elokeichem. Why should you be holy, and why will you be holy, and how will you become holy? Because I, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, your God, I am holy. And our commentators explain the following idea. There's another mitzvah in the Torah, and the mitzvah says, V'halachta b'drachav, a person has a mitzvah to go in the ways of Hashem. And normally we use that to explain, Mahu rachum, just like He is merciful, Afata rachum, you will be merciful. Mahu chanun, just like He is compassionate, Afata chanun, you will be compassionate as well. But what it means to tell us is that every single midah, every single trait and character of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, every place of the essence of the Ribono Shel Olam, the way that He expresses Himself here in this world, a person, a Yid, has to know that inside of them they have the same abilities. We are created b'tselem Elokim, in the image of God, to replicate and emulate and walk in the ways of Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling us, you have a mitzvah to be kedoshim, to be holy people. What does holiness mean? Holiness, as Rashi and almost all of the Rishonim explain, it means that there is a constant battle that is going on in a person's life between the neshama, between the soul and the guf and the body, between doing what is right be'enei Hashem, in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, or being drawn after the taivas, the desires of this world. There is a world of ruchnius and there is a world of gashmius. There is a world of kedusha, of sanctity, and there is a world of tumah. A kadosh is someone that is holy. They find within inside of themselves the inner strength to pull themselves away from the impure, to take themselves away from the mundane, to remove themselves from a world of ra, of evil, of bitterness, of the bad things, and they gravitate towards the world of ruchni, of spirituality, and they come closer and closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They learn how to control their desires. They learn how to find pleasure in the spiritual. They learn how to elevate themselves in situations where other people fail and they fall and they crash and they burn under the challenges of life. Kedoshim tiyu, to be a holy person, means I am a person that is mufrash, I'm separated from the mundaneness of this world and the fallibility and the fallacy of this world. I am not connected to the impurities and the superficialities of this world. No, I am kadosh. I am a holy person whose neshama is soaring into the heavens of kedusha, of ruchnius, of Torah, of mitzvahs, of tefillah, and therefore I will, in that way, I will connect myself strongly with the Ribono Shel Olam. But how is a person going to do such a thing? We, in fact, are living in the world of Gashmi. We are living in the world of Olam Hazeh. We are living in a world where we have to eat and we have to drink and we have to sleep and we have to work to make a living. We are living in a world where there are ta'anugim, there are pleasures all around us, to look at the beautiful sights in the world, or even to see the things that are not so beautiful, but they're all around. That's the world that we live in. We drive our car, we're happy with our car until we see somebody with a nicer and a fancier car. We were happy in our home until we went to somebody else's home and we saw the remodeling job that they did. Now we're not so happy. We're happy with our spouses, we're happy with our children until we see somebody that we think has a better spouse or more successful children. We live in that world, and yet the Torah says, no, you can't. You cannot be immersed and enmeshed in that world, because kedoshim tiyu. How are we going to reach that level? Ki kadosh ani Hashem Elokeichem. Just like you have a mitzvah to emulate me, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to be merciful. And you should emulate me to be compassionate. And you should emulate me to do chesed. You realize that I am also kadosh, I am holy, and I am mufresh, I am separated from the world. I created the world. I made every nook and cranny in this world. I'm the Makor HaChaim, I am the place which the world itself is within, and I fill up every crevice that there is. Nevertheless, I'm not connected. I'm living in a realm that is ruchni, completely, totally spiritual. I'm living in a place that is not bound by the desires, nor the physicality, nor the chayim, the earthiness of this world. I'm the Ribono Shel Olam. And if you will be beiteach b'Hashem, if you will trust in your relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and you will trust in the koyach of what it means to be a Tzelem Elokim, you will find inside of yourself also the ability to be Kedoshim Tihiyu, to find yourself in a battle between the spiritual and the physical, and you will find deep inside of your nefesh, inside of your soul, the desire to be more spiritual rather than physical. You will see yourself in a world where there are so many tanugim, so many pleasures. What's the ice cream store called? 31 flavors. Why does a yid need 31 flavors of ice cream? Chocolate is fine. Vanilla is fine. You want mint? Okay. 31 flavors. A yid doesn't need 31 flavors. That's for sure. However, when I live in the world of flavors, of pleasures, I begin to think that is what I need. And the answer is Kedoshim to you. I don't need that. Ki Kadosh Ani Hashem Elokechem, because we are working to emulate the ways of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world. And just like HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, He made the world, He's in the world, He's running the world, yet He's not affected by the world. He's above and beyond the world. He's not drawn down to the taivas, the desires of this world. So too a human being, a yid, a tzelem elokim, has the koyach to find within inside of himself the ability to parallel himself, to align himself with the Ribono Shel Olam, to find within him the inner koyach to be Kedoshim Tiyu, to be holy above and beyond, separate from the things that are drawing the rest of the world down. Ki Kadosh Ani Hashem Elokechem, because I believe that just like Hashem is holy, I can be a holy person as well. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful Shabbos. Shabbos Kodesh. Shabbos itself is the separation from the week, from the mundane, from the work, from the hard efforts that a person makes, from all the pleasures of this world. No, we end up elevating everything. You have to eat good food and drink fine wine and enjoy yourself, all for the sake of elevating it to the levels of Kedusha. May we be zeicher have a true Shabbos Kodesh on this Parahas Kedoshim, and in that zechus im yirtzeh Hashem, ki Kadosh Ani Hashem Elokechem, just as HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Kadosh, we will become Kadosh, and that will be the greatest connection that we can have with the Ribono Shel Olam. Have a wonderful Shabbos.